Hey everybody, this is Kim from Scrap, and I'm going to make a squash book today, do a little tutorial per request. And before I get started, I just want to say I got these measurements from Mary at CardzTV. Her YouTube channel is CardCrazy09. So thank you, Mary, for teaching us how to make this. Do your front and back covers, and for that you're going to need a piece of 5x5 chipboard, which I've already adhered to a piece of 6x6 pattern cardstock. I'm going to do a Christmas one, so I picked this pretty glitter poinsettia paper. And you don't have to cut your your pattern paper this big, but I like to have a lot of room. So your 5x5 is going to be adhered, the chipboard is going to be adhered to that, which I've already done with my ATG gun. And then I'm just going to take a bone folder. Once I put my chipboard on my pattern paper, I like to score it around, just run my bone folder around and kind of crease that paper. Then I'm going to take my ATG and go close as I can to the border of the chipboard. And I used to miter my corners, but Kathy Orta, or I think her last name has changed now, but her YouTube channel is Kathy Orta, showed this technique. So instead of cutting your corners to fold, and Kathy's blog is paperphenomenon.blogspot.com. If y'all want to check her out, she has Ustream classes, she has a Ning site, she's totally awesome. I've learned so much from her. But like I said, this I actually learned from Mary. But this technique is from Kathy. So what you're going to do, once you put your ATG gun, instead of cutting that, you're just going to fold it over like this. And you don't want to do it too tight because you don't want to bend your chipboard. But this is so much easier than mitering, because it seemed like every time I mitered, I would have a little chipboard showing, and this gets rid of that. So once you do all four corners, then you'll pull over your sides. Sometimes that pattern paper gets thick, you have to kind of reinforce it a little bit. So there you go. And see, now your corners, you have no chipboard showing, and it's more finished looking. So then you're going to take a piece of 4 3/4 by 4 3/4 piece of paper that you want to use. Sorry about my squeaky ATG gun. And just get that as close to the sides, and then I always put a little bit in the middle too. And then very carefully, I'm just going to line this. There, that's pretty good. So there you have your cover. And I've already got one. So these are my two covers for my squash book. Now you're going to take 3 pieces of cardstock that are 8.5 by 8.5. And you can do this one of 2 ways. You can either score it at half this way, which will be 4 1/4, 4 1/4, and then on the diagonal. So I've already done this. And if you don't want to go ahead, if you don't want to score it, or if you don't have a scoreboard, you can always just match up your corners real carefully and just, do it that way. And then do it corner to corner. Well, I can't seem to Get that one to cooperate. So now you have a piece that's folded this way, and to the diagonal. And you want 3 of these. 8.5 by 8.5, folded in half once, twice, 3 times. So make 3 of those. So now that you have 3 of these, what you're going to do is you're going to pull this corner to this corner, match these up, and it's like you got a little boat thingy, and then you're going to pull this side up, pull the other side up, and you're making a square. So I hope you can see that. Well, I'll do another one. Your diagonal lines that have been scored, yeah, pull them up together, match them, and then the square that has no score, you're just going to push that up, push the other side up, and that's going to kind of reinforce those diagonals in there. But all you can see, this one don't want to do it. There you go, and make a square. And you're going to do this to all 3. Diagonal to diagonal. And push this up. You'll make sure those score lines, hold on, I'm not going to force this one. Make sure those score lines are real good and creased. Alright. Now, let's try it again. Score line to score line. And then fold it up. That joker just does not want to go. Alright, there. Make a square. Now, you're going to have this one, you want your square right here. And this is pointing up. Hopefully, yeah, pointing up. This one, you want your square like this, and you want it pointing down. And then this one, you're going to put under. And what you're going to do, that's going to be the inside of your score book. I mean your squash book. So to make it easier, we're going to put this to the side right now. We're going to take this, and you're going to be working with a square that is not scored. You're going to put your adhesive. Alright, and see this one's pointing up. So you got a square that's not scored, and this point is pointing down. And you're just going to line these up. Follow those score lines. And that's going to be the start of how your squash book is going to be folding like that.